Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss a topic that was in the news recently, and so I'm just going to dive into it a little bit more. It is about midwives and the different types of midwives, and about a midwife that was practicing in New York. So let's just start off with the different types of midwives. So a midwife is a person who's certified and helps deliver babies and things like that. A certified nurse midwife is someone who has a degree in nursing, a bachelor's degree in nursing, and then goes on and gets a master's in midwifery and practices at that point. Usually they start off as a nurse with their bachelor's degree, year or two experience, labor and delivery field, then they get accepted into a master's program, which can be anywhere from 2 to 4 years. Then they have to take a certification exam. Now, the other type of midwives are called direct entry midwives, and there are 3 types under this category. The first is a certified midwife, which is someone who has a background in a health field that's not nursing, and they also have graduated from a master's level program. The second type is a certified professional midwife. Usually these midwives do not work in hospital settings. Usually they work in homes or clinics. There's not necessarily any level of education that's required. It's just like courses. It's not like a bachelor's degree in whatever. It's just lots of courses, which they seem like they're good courses. We'll get to that in a minute. And they're not required to be licensed in some states. Some states it's a voluntary if you want to be licensed or not. And the third is a traditional midwife that doesn't necessarily have any schooling. They just have trained with another midwife. They just want to be a midwife for religious or family, reasons. And as far as schooling, I found a school down in Florida called the Florida School of Traditional Midwifery. This is a 3-year program for direct entry midwives. It costs about $40,000, and this complies with the Florida law. So after finishing, you can become a certified professional midwife. So you can sit for the test. I didn't see anywhere in the website where it said that there was a degree that comes with it. It's a 3-year degree, so you could technically get a bachelor's in 3 years. It'd just be more condensed, but it never just says bachelor's degree in this. It just says you can become a certified professional midwife. Their clinicals are held at birthing centers, at home births, and at clinics, not at any hospitals. After they finish these courses, they can sit for the NARM exam, which is the North American Registry of Midwives. So let's discuss the case that's going on in New York right now. This woman's name is Elizabeth Caitlyn. She was serving the Mennonite community as a midwife, and she performed many home births within this community. She was recently charged with 4 felony counts of practicing as a midwife. This is her second arrest. Earlier last year, she was arrested in a different county in relation to the role in a newborn's death. This is unfortunate. I did not see any news articles regarding this, and I didn't really want to read them anyway, so that's a whole separate thing that she's going through right now. And even though she just claimed to be a certified professional midwife, that certification is not recognized in New York. So she's not recognized as a midwife in the state of New York where she's practicing. In her defense, she's only claiming that she was ever a birth attendant, probably because she knows that she's not certified midwife. Her LinkedIn also says she's just a midwife assistant, not a midwife. In New York, you have to be a certified nurse midwife or a certified midwife, not a certified professional midwife. So she currently has a GoFundMe page that was started for her by her Mennonite community. She herself is not Mennonite, but the people that she served are, and they really love her. They really appreciate all that she's done for them. They have had great experience with her. They really enjoy her. So they've started this GoFundMe to try to help her. The issue is that she represented herself as a licensed midwife when she was not a licensed midwife in the state of New York. I did search the midwife directory within New York and New York.gov, and her name does not come up under the midwife certification. So I have mixed opinions about this. I don't believe in home births at all. That's just my personal opinion. Don't come for me. But I don't think that a home birth is sanitary, is safe. If you cared about your baby, which I'm sure you do, then you wouldn't risk the life of you and your child by having a home birth. You know, I understand the hospital can be a scary place and it's expensive and things like that, but I mean, what's the cost of your baby's health? You know, there's significantly less medical equipment, medical professionals, people who can give you medications. The only one in this list that can give you medications is a certified nurse midwife, because they are, you know, licensed practitioners to be able to prescribe, and they don't do home births. So they can't give you anything. So if something's happening, they can't administer any medications to try to save you. Or if something's going on with your baby, they can't provide any medications to save your baby. So I just don't understand why someone would want that. But that's their choice, I guess. So I see the value in her, where she's been providing the service for these Mennonite women who prefer to not go to hospitals, maybe don't have access to get to hospitals. I understand that. What she should have done was simply just get licensed in New York. If she wants to work in New York, then get licensed in New York. I can't go to another state where I don't currently have a nursing license and say, well, I just really wanted to help the community, so I just started working as a nurse, even though I don't have my license here. You still have to get your license in another state, even if you're licensed in a different state. It's just the rules. Them's the rules. You gotta follow them. The GoFundMe currently has about $4,000, and the Mennonite people wrote very lovely things about her in the comments, but there's also things like, this is a witch hunt, and I thought women were allowed to have control over their bodies. And that's fine, they are. They have to choose the proper practitioner who's licensed to do that, though. I can't just say to my neighbor, you know what, I really like you, and we get along well, and so I want you to come over and deliver my baby. Is that okay? It's my body, it's my choice. Sorry, it's not how it works. You're putting the safety of you and your child at risk because whatever reasons that you have that wanting to have a home birth. So you have to have the proper professional person who is licensed to do this. And the regulation system of midwives is like totally skewed. There's half of them don't require licensing. A traditional midwife could be working anywhere. They have really no like formal training. They're not licensed. They're not anything. So whatever happens. And that's just wrong to me. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this down below. Leave me some comments. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.